it.
Oh!
Oh.
And that's how we're starting this episode with Christian's vocals. I am not your guy. I am the guy, Charlie McCain, and your guy, Christian McClendon, is across from me. Say what's up to the people.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Decided to switch up the intro for today. Have my beautiful voice, talking about these NFL playoffs. What's up, Christian? How you feeling?
Fuck them playoffs.
You done with football for the year, or you gonna watch the rest of it out?
Fuck them playoffs. For anyone that's listening to this, that listened to the previous episode, should know that I'm a Cowboys fan.
No way.
Yeah, I followed my dad's footsteps, and watching them boys grow up as a kid. And I'm a loyal fan. Let's just say that Saturday night was a disappointing night for me.
Yeah, too bad.
I got yelled at so many times to calm the fuck down. I couldn't control myself. Cowboys pissed me the fuck off.
It's too bad he didn't raise a Patriots fan. You could be basking in the glory the last 15 years, loving life.
Fuck that and fuck them and their fans. Bitches.
Damn. All right, well, it's starting off strong today. You want to recap these games or what?
Yeah, let's go ahead with the first one. So what was that score, the Colts game?
31-13. Andy Reid put a whooping on Andrew Luck and the Colts. Outcoached.
The offensive wizard.
Wild.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Really?
Colts defense been showing up.
Yeah, but
and Andrew Luck's been balling out.
Yeah, but it's the Colts. Don't they always do don't they always do this? Show up real strong.
They'll go to the AFC Championship and lose.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't expect this though. I thought the Chiefs were gonna choke.
No,
considering the fact that Andy Reid sucks ass in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
but
it's still Andy Reid. He wins 13 games in a year, nothing happens, and I don't know. I think eventually he's gonna get the formula right. Maybe this year.
You think they beat the Patriots? We'll wait later for that.
Yeah, say that. We'll talk about it later for sure.
So how many yards did Mahomes pass for?
Mahomes threw for 278 yards, and he also ran for another 180 with 4 touchdowns.
He ran for 180 yards?
Not Luck. No, or Mahomes. The Chiefs in general ran for 100.
Say what the fuck? God damn.
It's a rebirth of Michael Vick.
Oh my fucking gosh.
No, they ran for 180 yards, 4 touchdowns. They basically did whatever they wanted on the offensive side. The Colts D has been pretty good the last few weeks, especially towards the end of the year. This playoff run, they've been good. You just run into that offense, man. They've been doing what they've been doing all year long.
How about that Chiefs defense, though? Oh, my goodness. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know.
I just knew that Luck was going to throw for 10 touchdown passes.
They were considered a liability coming into the season. Until the final drive of the first half, the Colts didn't convert an offensive first down at all. They were outgained 433 to 263, respectively, for yards. They ran 25 more plays than the Colts. They were 0 for 9 on third down. So, what are you going to do with that?
Right.
You can't win games like that.
It's true.
Yeah.
Chiefs, they got a tough one next Sunday, right? They play Sunday.
Yeah, the Patriots. You want to talk about that Patriots-Chargers game? That blowout?
They might as well. I didn't watch it, though. I didn't get to watch it.
My daughter had a soccer game. Shout out Marley, out there kicking the ball. No, but she had a soccer game. We were watching the live updates on it, and the game started at 2. By 2 o'clock, they were already up 35-7 at halftime.
Yeah,
I think
that.
Something crazy. It's AFC, champions once again. Probably the Patriots. They do this every year. They kind of look kind of weak. They have some kind of Achilles heel during the regular season,
right.
And then next thing you know, come playoff time, they look like the team that's going to win the Super Bowl.
Balling, yeah.
They do it every year. So consistent as far as winning playoff games and
so consistent. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's hard, man. When they make it look easy, it's like,
God.
And they consistently make it look easy. It's annoying, but congratulations to them. They play good football. I wouldn't be surprised if they went,
go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's what we've seen.
No, and then they'll probably fucking win it.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
they have a tendency to lose one, win one.
Yeah, he wins one, lose one. This year's going to win one.
So, yeah, they're probably about due. But I don't know, man. It depends on who gets in on the other side. I think if the Rams get there, I think that favors the Patriots. And I'm not putting the Patriots in there just yet either. I mean, a lot of the issues with the Chargers is that they couldn't keep up with the Patriots' pace. You know, they still put up 20-plus points. They really couldn't keep up with the Patriots. The Chargers couldn't. To where I feel like, this game could either be a shootout or we'll see both the defenses step up.
Yep.
Playoff football is so weird to predict.
It is, because literally, think about it. So, the Chiefs' defense showed up. Where'd that come from?
Right.
Patriots' defense showed up. They've been ass all season.
Yeah.
Then you get the Colts' defense, which been, they've been pretty good. They hold their own.
Right.
They didn't show up. I mean, they played Mahomes, but and then Dallas. Yeah.
Where'd that run defense go?
Oh my God. What the fuck?
That's wild, man. I mean, I don't know. Like we were talking, I think in our last episode, we were talking about the keys against the Seahawks, where to limit the rushing plays and make the quarterback beat you. And I mean, Todd Gurley is arguably the best running back in football. You know what I'm saying?
And the sad thing is, it wasn't even him. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had his
big touchdown run, and you know what I'm saying.
What do you have? 106 or 15 yards. I'm not mad about that because Todd Gurley, fucking C.J. Anderson. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This dude's gut is bigger than mine and yours put together.
That's a big boy, man.
Fucking a big ass bowling ball.
How many touchdowns did he have? But one or two?
Two.
2 touchdowns?
He ran for 123 yards with 23 carries. Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean, that's playoff football, though. I mean,
man, fuck that playoff football shit, man. Come on, man. I was so pissed off watching this game.
It's wild.
I wasn't expecting Dallas to win. I didn't get my hopes up. But at the same time, I thought Dallas truly could have won this game. I think Dallas could hang with the best of the best in the NFC. I mean, they beat the Saints.
Yeah.
Shut them down, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. We can talk about that, though. I mean, I didn't think Dak played bad.
What was his stats looking like?
20 completions out of 32 attempts, 266 yards, touchdown pass, and I knew he ran for one as well. His QBR was at a 83.6.
Not terrible, but it's also not like
it's not great.
Dak took over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about last time. You got to rely on that run game, and I mean, they got down early, didn't they?
No, they went up 7-3 in the first quarter, and then the Rams. We couldn't stop the Rams' offense, man.
Right. I don't know.
They scored like
what was like the largest margin between the two teams?
Maybe 15 points.
That's a lot though for a team that doesn't have a solid, you know what I'm saying, a proven solid quarterback in the playoffs that can perform under that kind of pressure.
Yep. And truthfully though, I love Dak Prescott. I do I look up to him as the athlete that he is. But I really don't believe that this was his fault. This game. I mean, I don't think you could really put the blame on him. He didn't play bad. He didn't play great. He didn't, use his legs as much or as often as he should have. I don't even think he ran. Only 3 yards.
Wow.
And that was on a touchdown that he had.
I mean, I don't know. Anytime, like you said, your biggest strength all year long is, your run defense, you know what I'm saying, and letting that secondary, which is underrated, by the way. The Cowboys secondary is underrated. They're pretty good. You let that secondary kind of, take the best wide receiver out of the game and make the middleman beat you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you go away from that, you know what I'm saying, you go away from your formula, what's gotten you here to the first place, you know what I'm saying? So you have Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson each, break 100 yards in a game that's obviously not you playing to your strong suit. You can't get down early and then rely on a completely different formula to win you what got you here in the first place.
And then, on top of that, some of the coaching, just Cowboys coaching in general, I question offensively and the head coach, obviously.
You said that last episode too, didn't you?
Yeah. Defensively, they put Sean Lee in more. I don't know if it was more, but he played a significant amount of snaps, and they put him in over Van Der Esch in the last possession. where Goff got the scrambling, that first down. I don't know how many yards he got, but
right.
That should have been Van Der Esch out there.
Yeah.
Because you probably would have, hawked him down and hit the shit out of him.
How do you feel about I think there was like 6 minutes left or so in the game when I saw it, and they went for it on like 4th and 1, and they ran Zeke right up the middle. Which that's what you're supposed to do.
But
I feel like, but
I was pissed off about it because
you didn't get it.
It was so predictable. Fucking Aaron Donald, the best player in football, arguably, and Dominic Sue, he's still a monster. You know what I mean? You're not going to run on him like that.
Yeah, right up the middle.
Right up the middle on 4th and 1. They ran an option play, the first 4th and 1, and they got it.
Right.
Why not use Dak, man? You know what I mean? Like, Dak can run.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, all season, I've said that Scott.Linehan needs to go because his play calling is so predictable. I mean, it's the same shit that they ran when they were rookies. You know what I mean? They got that off when they were rookies.
Yeah.
Last year they struggled.
Think about this though. I mean, coaching wise, I agree with you. Cowboys need to change. Terrell Owens even made a post. I don't know if you see it or not.
Yeah, about Jason Garrett.
Saying Jason Garrett needs to go.
Too.
Wild. But that play itself, if they go for, they do like a play action pass and try to hit somebody on a quick slant and they drop the ball and they're like, we have Zeke. Why are we not running the ball?
Well, I mean, just be more creative on the run.
True.
Though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
Maybe
you have two legitimate runners in Dak and Zeke, use them both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like they could have got that off, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, you guys are young. You know what I'm saying? You still got
I think they're like the 3rd youngest team in the league. So.
Still got a lot of pieces. You know what I'm saying? You can bring back next year, improve upon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think you guys still got a window. So, I don't know. It was a good year for you guys. I mean, it's been given.
Yeah. I mean, they went from 3-5 and they won maybe 8 of their last 9 games.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's impressive.
My feelings, they aren't hurt. Not as much as they normally would be. Like Dak's rookie year, I was pissed off when they lost to Green Bay.
Right.
13-3, home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and you lose. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, though, man. But yeah, I wasn't as disappointed as I would have been, just because this team came a long way,
right,
out of nowhere. So,
how'd you feel about that the Saints-Eagles game?
I watched bits and pieces of it. The Saints defense, they shut Foles down. I think they scored like 14 points in the first quarter, maybe.
The Eagles?
Yeah, and they didn't score.
Yeah, they scored like 17 or something, like unanswered points or something like that to
what was the final score?
20-14.
Yeah, they didn't score anymore after those 14 points.
I never believed in the Eagles for real in the first place. I don't think they should have got past the Bears last round.
Yeah. Well, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, who? The Bears, man. Bears. Nah, I mean, I don't see. I never saw them getting to this part of the playoffs, anyways.
Right.
I mean, if the Bears were here, who knows if they could have beat the Saints? The Saints have looked like one of the best teams in football all year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like the fact that game was that close, it may show a weakness in the Saints themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is a game they should have won by, I feel like, two plus touchdowns.
Yeah.
A team that was looking on the outside, even trying to fight their way into the playoffs, to where almost they had like it should have been two weeks off, almost. So
a lot of penalties on one of the offensive linemen for the Saints.
Which that hampers people. That could be jitters. That could just be the rust from having that first round bye.
Yeah.
So I'm not too impressed by the win over the Eagles. Speaking about the Bears again, the Cody Parkey missed that field goal. They said it might have been blocked. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, it was officially ruled as a block.
Was it?
Yeah, it was tipped.
They had a contest in Chicago, some bar. People were trying to make 43-yard field goals for free beer all year long, and nobody out of like the 100 contestants won it.
Sign me up.
That's a lot harder than you think, man. They had like snow all over the ground. People were slipping.
Free beer? I'd be knocking them field goals.
You get a free concussion too when you slip and fall on your head.
Very true.
No, but yeah, I mean the Saints. They're playing the Rams next week. That was all the playoff games that were right. The last week we went over. Went over Patriots, Chargers, Chiefs, and Colts. By the way, Eli is not here today, ladies and gentlemen. Ducking the podcast.
Fuck him. He went ghost after his boys lost. Fucking bitch.
Well, if you didn't host it, it'd probably be hard for you to sit up here and talk about it.
It's true.
So I'm glad my team let me down during the regular season.
I try not to be biased though, man. I try to keep it real as much as I can.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, you got your issues as far as
100%.
coaching goes and stuff like that you need to address. And
having sometimes a dumbass owner.
Yeah.
GM.
He realizes though that his window. I mean, that guy's getting old. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
He wants to see another Super Bowl before he goes.
I hope he does get it, but at the same time, I cannot wait for his son. And he like the other guy he drafts for us, Will McClay. They get some talent though, man. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. But these championship games we got coming up. We got New England versus Kansas City. And we got New Orleans versus the Rams.
Yeah.
So who wins these games?
I think the Rams are going to get their revenge.
You think the Rams go to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
On what? What's their strong suit? You think that
because Dallas's defense is better than the Saints.
Okay.
So and they dominated Dallas's defense. Not really in the pass game, but in the run game. If you get C.J. Anderson going along, Gurley's going to get his. No matter what. I don't know.
You think the Rams got the best version of Dallas' defense? Or no?
Hell no. No.
Right. So
no.
I think Dallas' defense could have played way better
100%
than what they did.
100%.
I think that New Orleans, I'm not going to say our coach is better, but he's a lot more hungry. I mean, this is a guy that was paying players to go hurt other players because he's trying to do anything.
No. Their coach is better.
Sean Payton, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, I would
Not
go.
Even a question.
Yeah, I would go Sean Payton over Jason Garrett any day. A lot of times, that's what it comes down to. I mean, you give Bill Belichick any white guy at the slot receiver, he'll win a Super Bowl with him with Tom Brady.
Put
you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of times it comes down to coaching, especially in like the crucial moments, when to take a risk, when not to,
right.
When to switch personnel out, when somebody's underperforming and you yank them out. And I feel like they have a lot better coach as far as Sean Payton than Jason Garrett.
100%.
So I think he's going to hold his guys more accountable. And, I mean, usually that team, other than the offensive lineman ahead, tremendous amount of penalties for some weird reason.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was wild.
That was bad.
But, I mean, he can probably keep that team, to where if they're in a winnable situation to not coach them from that. So, I mean, I think that it'll be.
But the first time they put each other was it the Superdome? Yeah.
It was
they played in New Orleans, yeah.
It was in New Orleans?
I think the Rams are going to go in there and get their revenge. They're looking for revenge.
It's hard to beat a good team twice, and the Rams are a good team. Are they a great team, though?
No.
Are they a team that, I'm saying, there's no glaring, weaknesses to where they're just super well around?
I don't think there's any team like that in the playoffs now, though, because everybody has their downfalls. There's the team that I thought was probably the most complete team is out, and the Chargers.
Yeah. That was my Super Bowl pick for sure.
Mine too.
I mean, that's playoff football, man.
That's what I'm saying. There's no other team that that's great on both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the Rams' defense is very questionable.
Yeah.
Because Drew Brees really could pick apart Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters is so good, though.
He gambles so much, though.
But that's what makes him great. I mean,
but he also gets beat a lot too.
True. I mean, I don't know that the strength of that defense. You already said it was the two up front.
100%.
The best defensive
He's
player.
the best player in football, in my opinion.
Period. You know what I'm saying? He's a refrigerator that can run like a 4.7, 4.8.
He'll call you a bitch and smack you across the face, and you can't do shit about it.
He's big time, man.
Yeah.
And then Ndamukong Suh, I mean, he's just got the killer instinct.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Those boys are big.
He's not what he was.
Yeah.
But he's still the man.
Yeah.
So
are the Rams back, you think, as far as next few years we should see them in the playoffs, that they're not going to fall off?
Yeah. Seahawks are good too, though. I wouldn't sleep on the Seahawks. They got a young team, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So what's their biggest weakness? You think it's Jared Goff being unproven, or you think it's their secondary or their
losing Cooper
linebackers?
Kupp hurts them a lot more than more than people realize.
You think so?
Yeah.
They still got Robert Woods and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got.
That's just another. He's another threat. Cooper Kupp's better than Robert Woods.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I feel like
Woods is really good.
I feel like they they got a solid. And another thing too that they got, I think their coach is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's a risk taker. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be willing to gamble and not just sit back and, you know what I'm saying?
Sean Payton's that way too, though. This game's gonna be entertaining.
Who wins it? You think? You said you think.
I still think the Rams. Yeah.
Rams?
Yeah, I think the Rams will.
I think the Saints.
I
think the Saints got it. If you look at history, the last time they won a Super Bowl, they went 13-3, and they beat. The only 3 teams they lost to was like Tampa.
It was Dallas, Tampa, and who was it?
It was another division. Was it the Falcons? It was another divisional opponent, I believe.
Was it the Panthers?
Maybe, but they literally history. If you look at their 2009 season when they won. If you look at their schedule
lost to those 3 teams.
And their 3 opponents that they lost to the same opponents this year. They went 13-3 and they won a Super Bowl.
Damn.
I think it's destiny.
A little suspicious.
I mean, I think it's destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're just a good team. Alvin Kamara. I mean, he's one of those guys that you look at is anytime he touches the ball, he could take it to the house.
Yeah.
He's freaky good. And Michael Thomas catching 10, 11, 12 catches a game, getting 150 yards. He is a solid wide receiver in the NFL. Like, I'd argue next couple years, if we're not talking about him, as the number 1 receiver in football. Super good.
Yeah.
Really good. And he's young.
I can see it.
Super young.
Yeah.
He's a beast. I'm a big Michael Thomas fan for sure. For sure.
You can do it all.
So you got the Rams.
I like the Rams.
What score?
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
You gonna have it close?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. I don't even know.
I got 24-20 Saints.
Damn. 32-28.
I'm trying to see if the math can even let you. Yeah. Has the game ever ended in 32?
Yeah. Shit, I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess
100-99.
100.
Yeah. There we go.
Alrighty, in this AFC Championship game, Kansas City versus the Patriots of New England. It's in New England, right?
No, it's in Kansas City.
It's in Kansas City?
Yep, they got the 1 seed.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because that game's supposed to be like -5, -10 degrees.
Probably going to snow like 20 inches out there.
I mean, could you imagine trying to play football in that?
I wish we had that in Covington.
What?
100%.
-5 degree weather?
Nah, just the 20 inches of snow. I want to get snowed in.
Yeah, I would say we ain't in school no more. That's my district
There's
manager
no way
hit
we
me
can
up.
make it to work, bro.
Yeah, she still hit me up like, so you gonna open in store? Or? So who you got in this game?
I want to. Who doesn't want to see the Chiefs win? Obviously, with Mahomes being such, the story that he is.
You saying outside of like Boston?
Yeah, fuck them, man. Look, I literally hate every Boston team.
Really?
Besides like hockey. Well, I'm a Yankees. Like I said, don't think I'm this kind of he likes all the good teams. I'm not. The teams that I like, man, because I grew up watching them with my dad. So like I like the Lakers. I'm a Kobe guy, so I stick with the Lakers.
Okay.
Yankees. A-Rod's my favorite player of all time. And then who else is Cowboys. But yeah, man, like I literally hate all 3 of those Boston teams. I hate the Celtics. I hate the Patriots. And I fucking hate the Red Sox. I fucking hate the Red Sox so much.
Should save that animosity for the MLB episode.
Yeah, whenever we get that out there, yeah.
Nah, man, but I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan at all. I'm a Steelers fan, so
100%.
Trust me, if there's one team out there that our fan base can't stand, it's definitely the Patriots.
100%.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, Bengals, except we always meet in the playoffs.
I don't even think that the Steelers fans pay any attention to the Bengals as much as the Bengals fans pay attention to Steelers.
We're kind of,
You're more about the Ravens, though, aren't you?
More about the Ravens because they always spoil our hopes in the, the playoffs. Thank you again this year, you assholes. Nah, but more our fans like correlate a rivalry with the Ravens, and then it's the Patriots.
Yeah.
Because every year it's those 2 teams that kind of hamper our Super Bowl runs and hopes. Which we beat the Patriots this year and didn't make the playoffs. So
that was. I just got excited for nothing.
I wasn't even excited. I was just kind of like, oh well, there's a game, and then here comes the Ravens, and we play the Raiders, and guess what happens?
Yep.
Lose game. I don't even talk about it. Football.
Well, I mean, the tie
Oh,
with the Browns
sure.
kind of fucked you over.
Oh, big time. Why not?
Yeah.
Bastards, man. But no, we're spoiled as far as like that rivalry goes with the Bengals. I mean, obviously there's animosity just because we play each other so many times.
Right.
And are usually big games as far as like,
Yeah, they're always good games.
Yeah, the way the division turns out usually.
I mean, all division games, should be like that. So.
Right. There's just something a little extra special with, the Bengals and the Steelers as far as like the hard hits and the rivalry and stuff. But the teams that we look at, not that our organization's any better than any other organizations and stuff like that, but we, every year it's Super Bowl or bust for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
it should be.
Our franchise wants to win Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
From the water boy all the way up to the owner.
Yeah.
The Bengals can't really say the same thing. So they look at the games against the Steelers is like their big game.
It's their Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that in the first round of the playoffs
if they make it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the thing you can always look forward to, I'm saying, it's kind of like the Ohio State Michigan game. Like every year, people get
Oh yeah. Michigan can go 0 for forever.
Yeah, as long as they beat Ohio State.
Ohio State in the last game. If they beat them,
they beat Ohio State.
They made it.
But Ohio State's trying to win championships.
Yeah.
And I'm a Michigan fan, so me saying that.
Damn. You got me talking shit about your team right in front of you. Yeah, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man. But no, I mean, we look at, the Patriots as more like a rival. I mean, they're just good, man. They're proven. I think they're going to get it done against the Chiefs.
I do, too.
I just don't, young quarterback. It's got all the makings of a team that could win a Super Bowl, but just didn't.
This could be such a great story, though.
Oh, Mahomes wins, and I mean,
because Kaepernick was pretty special too when he took over. Was Alex Smith with the 49ers?
Yeah, I believe so.
And they lost to the Ravens.
Yeah,
that was a pretty big story.
Yeah, but
just imagine Mahomes doing this in his second year.
My thing is there's Andy Reid, who does terrible in the playoffs, against Bill Belichick, who does great in the playoffs, and then you got Patrick Mahomes, who we don't know.
He's one game.
Yeah. I mean, he's got one game against the Colts.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Didn't the Patriots play the Colts too this year?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I thought they played them.
If Eli's bitch ass was here, we could fucking answer that. Punk
I believe they played them this year, and I want to say the Patriots won like later in the game, and it wasn't as close.
I'm not sure, man.
Look it up. I'm almost positive that the Colts played the Patriots this year, and the Patriots barely won. It was one of those games earlier in the year that like you look at the Patriots and like, oh man, they're falling apart. Tom Brady's getting old. He can't do it anymore. He can't go. What was the score you said?
38-24.
It's 38-24. So and that was one of those games too that like the Patriots.
It was at New England.
Yeah, it was at New England, and the Patriots were struggling like the first 3/4 of the game, I believe. And they had a shot to win. The Colts did all the way up until the last drive where
Andrew Luck threw an interception or something.
Something like that happened.
I remember Eli complaining about him.
Yeah. And we looked at the Patriots like, oh well, I'm saying Tom Brady can't really do it anymore, and
right.
I
mean, truly though, we've been saying this all season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and here we are. They're the AFC Championship game against a team that we think that they're going to beat.
Yeah, hopefully we jinx them. Let's fucking get the jinx going. Let's go.
It's hard to jinx. Like I said, when
greatness.
I mean, when they.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be biased.
Yeah, so
I dislike these motherfuckers. But they are great. They're by far the greatest football organization.
Yeah, as far as like
especially in our generation.
Yeah, in our generation for sure. They got our generation on lock. I mean, from 2003 on, there's not been a better franchise as far as like winning and consistency. And all that's been Bill Belichick, and I mean they still got him. So I mean you can't count him out. I don't care what the regular season brought us, what we saw, their weaknesses and stuff like that. They're like a team in the NCAA that early on they struggle, they show their weaknesses and stuff, and they kind of work them out throughout the season.
Yeah.
So I mean who knows? They could lose any game just like any other team. But as far as if I had to put my money on somebody, it would be the Patriots for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they beat them by like 2 touchdowns.
2?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, at least.
I'd give 10 at most.
I could see the Chiefs not showing up. I mean,
that defense is horrendous.
It's gonna be cold. I think the coldest game Mahomes has ever played in is like 27 degrees, which is cold, granted, but it's not -5. You know what I'm saying? it's unbearable. I mean, they get that all the time with Foxborough.
Yeah, I really hope he pulls it off, though, man.
It'd be cool,
and not just to be a hater, of the Patriots. It's just he's really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
and to get to see that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I said this from the first episode that we did on the NFL, that if it wasn't the Chargers making it to the Super Bowl, it was going to be the Patriots, because the Patriots would have had to beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
And they did it in glorious fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat the brakes off of them.
Beat the fuck out of them.
It wasn't even close. And I mean, that just goes to show you that, at any given moment.
Can't doubt them, man.
You can't.
You can't ever.
It sucks to say, because, you as a, not a fan of that organization, you want to see that finally, like, somebody else finally step in.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody else fight. It's like Floyd Mayweather always winning. Like, I just want him. I want to see him lose.
I like Floyd, so no, I do not feel this way.
A lot of people go,
yeah,
I just want to see that person lose. I want to see
like
them.
It's like McGregor for me.
Well,
McGregor loses though, but
yeah, McGregor loses.
Yeah,
but he can fight. He show up with a fifth of brandy and fuck you up.
Yeah.
No, but like, you want to see him lose for sure. If you're not a Patriots fan. But I mean, you're not going to get that until, they finally, there's another team out there that takes over the AFC.
Right.
And we thought maybe it would have been the Chargers this year. I mean, every year.
I thought they were the most complete team in football by far, and they're gone. Like you said, it's football. It's playoffs,
yeah. I mean, it's when, teams show up and they don't let their weaknesses all year define them. They get better from them. And I think that's what the Patriots do every year. You know what I'm saying? They start off shaky and they have questions, but they ended up just, all fading away. Now you're looking at them like, oh, they got these two running backs that
think of this,
great.
though. How big of a story would it be if Mahomes beats Brady and then, if, let's say, the Saints win, beats Drew Brees in the Super Bowl?
That'd be cool.
In his second year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you root against that? You know what I mean?
I'm not saying,
no, I'm not saying you are. I'm just,
I'm just being realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about stories, I hope, what kind of story would this be if, every team in the NFL forfeits and the Pittsburgh Steelers get to go play for a Super Bowl? That'd be fun. But, I got to look at stats and
forget about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously that's much more realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, but they might win. I mean, Kansas City's not a pushover team by any means. They haven't been proven to me. And let them win. If they can win. And then if they go on to play one of those other teams in the Super Bowl, like if it's Rams and Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that game's going to be fun.
It'd be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
It's going to end up being Brady and Breeze. Two of the GOATs minus Rodgers.
So what score do you got for this Chiefs Patriots game? Who you got?
Like, I think if the Patriots beat them, it'll be by 10 points at the most. So let's just do, I don't know, 27-17.
I'll go 35-20 Patriots. I think that that Belichick experience, that Brady experience in the playoffs, they're not going to make mistakes. And I feel like, the coaching that they got is just, I mean, it's been superior. It's going to be superior until Belichick leaves. So Andy Reid, don't hate me for this, but I'm saying you wet the bed too much for me to believe in you right now.
Jesus.
Way too much.
The bed and shit?
Yeah. So what's up? So what we got then? We both said the Patriots and you said the Rams in the Super Bowl?
I think it's, yeah.
What's that game look like?
The Rams and
the Patriots. That's a rematch.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
a
we're
rematch.
doing Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a rematch of 03. Just in case we don't get an episode out next week, I would definitely love to go over this. I mean, so that's a Super Bowl rematch of 03, right?
We might as well just go over all teams, all possibilities.
I mean, you can.
So who is this? The Patriots and who?
Patriots and Rams. Let's go over what your prediction and my prediction, just in case we don't get another episode out.
Okay.
So your prediction. You got the Rams and the Patriots. If that game goes on, what do you see?
I think the Patriots are going to win.
Really?
Yeah. Whew. You don't?
I mean, Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick, beat them last year. So, hey, that's what the Eagles call Nick Foles in the locker room. Look it up. I swear to God.
Nick.
Big Dick Nick. They got T-shirts that say it. I swear to God.
That might be the fruitiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, that's what grown men call other grown men. So I'm just.
Are you sure?
I swear to God. Look it up.
How about you? No, it's crazy. Once goes down, Big Dick Nick. All right.
You just looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Big Dick Nick beat them last year. So
I'm gonna just stick with Nick Foles. You know, I don't know, man. I think Tom Brady gets it done. Like we said, he wins one, then he'll lose one, he'll win one.
So you're just going with the pattern that you've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like if it's Patriots Rams, the Rams find a way to get it done.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why's that?
Because then they would have gotten past the Saints, who I don't think they could have beat.
Who, Patriots?
No, the
you
Rams.
don't think the Patriots?
I don't think the Rams are getting past the Saints.
Okay.
So in order for the Rams to get past the Saints, they would have to be a better team than what I think they are now.
Okay.
And I feel like the Rams match up good against the Patriots, but I don't think the Rams match up quite as good against
Saints?
the Saints.
Why's that, though?
I feel like they got more playmakers to where, like, you got the Alvin Kamara on one side.
Yeah.
And you got Mark Ingram on one side.
Yeah.
And then with the Rams, you got Todd Gurley. You know what I'm saying? And then the Rams got Robert Woods, but the Saints got Michael Thomas,
Yeah.
who's stud wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
But outside of Thomas, though,
Wide receiver wise,
Ted Ginn, I mean,
he's fast. He can split you up.
Talib can cover people.
He can.
In
Which is
case you
good.
forgot.
And Marcus Peters can
He gets
too.
burnt.
He's good though.
Quite a bit. He's good, man.
Marcus Peters is good.
He gets burnt, though.
He came from the Saints, or not the Saints,
No,
the
he came
Chiefs.
from the
He came from the
Chiefs,
Chiefs, and the Chiefs. I mean, they had a really good with Eric Berry and all those guys. You know what I'm saying? They had a
Houston,
solid
yeah.
defense. They had a solid defense. So I mean, I'm not going to say call Marcus Peters a scrub. He's calling.
No, I'm not.
He's
calling
calling
Marcus.
out. He's calling out Sean Payton on social media, telling him to shut his mouth and stuff. Do you see that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Said he's looking forward to the rematch.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like, me personally, when I watch the Saints, I feel like I'm watching a team that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like everybody else, they have their questions, but
Yeah.
a lot of the times you come down to the coaches and stuff like that. If the Rams beat them, then that offensive line has to be playing super stout and letting Gurley and C.J. Anderson run behind them like they have been, and
Fuck C.J. Anderson.
then limit, you know what I'm saying, Jared Goff's ability to make mistakes.
Yeah.
If they can do that against the Saints, who I feel like have a much more like potential for a gunslinging kind of like shootout game,
Yeah.
I feel like they could do that against the Patriots too. Because the defense would have been able to stop Alvin Kamara,
Yeah,
would have
Saints
been able to
defense is
stop
better than
Michael
the
Thomas,
Patriots.
and I feel like their receivers are better too. Like they're not just receivers, their offensive side of like guys. So
Wait, the Rams or Saints?
the Saints than the Patriots. I feel like the running backs obviously way bigger playmakers.
They don't have overall better receivers than the Rams, I don't think.
I think the Saints one receiver is better than
Cooks and Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Cooks and Woods, Edelman and Hogan or Edelman.
Are we talking about the Patriots?
I'm just saying. I'm saying if they were to beat, if the Rams were to beat the Saints,
Yeah.
they would have overcome much better
Okay.
playmakers
Yeah.
than if they were to go
Then
against.
The Patriots.
in the
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Damn, I lost you for a minute.
I know. Rough day at work.
Over there thinking about Dak Prescott not running the ball at all.
Man.
Wild. But yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, I mean, I would put the Rams over the Patriots. I mean, if you look at special teams, no questions on either side for the Rams or for the Patriots for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, it really comes down to just I feel like the playmakers. That's always where the Patriots get beat in the Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
Playmakers.
Yeah. It's not the small name white guys that are doing nothing. It's
Who was it last year?
was it Alshon Jeffrey?
Yep.
He had what a big touchdown late in the game.
Well, really, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but Nick Foles isn't a superstar. I mean, you look at that team last year. Was it running back?
For
It wasn't Jay Ajayi, was it?
last year?
For the Eagles.
It was Blunt. And it was Ajayi, yeah.
Ajayi and
Blunt
Blunt.
and Ajayi.
So
And Clement.
yeah, Clement was doing good too last
Yeah.
year in the Super Bowl. Dang, it's already a year ago. It's wild.
Sproles is there, too.
Yeah.
They got a whole bunch. They got a fucking committee.
Yeah, and I feel like if you look at the Rams, I mean, Todd Gurley is going to be a problem. If C.J. Anderson does what he does
Fuck
against,
C.J. Anderson.
if
Yeah, go
he
ahead.
does what he does against the Patriots or what he did, I mean, I think they're gonna have a lot of problems, man. I think they're gonna have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So, limit the ability for Goff to make mistakes,
Yeah.
and you should be fine. Keep the fumbles down. What I'm thinking, I got the Patriots and I got the Saints. How do you think that matches up?
I think Breeze gets it. Breeze gets it done.
So you think Breeze gets it done? So you think the Rams don't get it?
I think Breeze would get it done against the Patriots more than I would Goff gets it done against the Patriots. Yeah.
Okay.
I trust Breeze more than Goff.
Okay. So
that makes any sense.
Kind of. I understand what you're saying. So you're thinking that the Rams match
I'm saying
up.
if the Rams beat the Saints somehow, which I don't think they will. Wait, yeah.
You just
Yeah,
said they
I
would.
did. Yeah, wait. If the Rams beat the Saints, I don't think they'll get it done against
the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if the Saints beat the Rams, I think they'll beat Patriots.
Kind of like we were looking at the Patriots, like the only way they get to the Super Bowl is if they get past the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
Because
that.
I said whoever won that Baltimore and Chargers games, I thought they were going to Super Bowl.
I think no matter what happens, the NFC wins the Super Bowl. No matter what happens. Because we were looking at it before we started recording. Like the margin of victory in the AFC games wasn't even close to the NFC games. Like the NFC games were all decided by like 2 or 3 points. And that just shows the level of competition that's in the NFC compared to the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got 31-33, or it was like 31-13 blowout against, it was Chiefs and Colts. You knew from the second quarter who was going to win that game.
Yeah.
Third, was it 41-22 Pats beat the Chargers. You knew from the second quarter. You already knew who was going to win that game. I feel like the NFC is a lot harder route to go.
Eagles had the Saints down 14-0.
Yeah, and they
out the gate.
And they clawed their way back. That the Bears game in the first round against the Eagles, it was decided by 2 points. I mean, all year long, that's just been a tougher route. It's for the NFC, and I feel like they're going to be more battle tested. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So either way it goes, I feel like the NFC is going to win over the AFC this year. Not saying that, the Patriots can't get it done. I just feel like consistently we see that in the NFC and the AFC. And last year it was the NFC that took the chip.
Right.
'Cause I feel like they were in more dogfights. They were in more, battle situations to where late in the game
more competitive games.
Yeah, they had to play under pressure.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing more pressure than playing for, the Super Bowl in front of 50 million people watching, at home, and everything you've ever worked for your whole life trying to win a Super Bowl. So the margin of victory between the NFC and AFC side, I mean, we had New Orleans, beat the Eagles 20-14, so that's 6 points, and then the Rams beat the Cowboys by 8. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of those games, both teams had a chance to win and lose that game. You know what I'm saying? Coming down to the final minutes.
Yep.
So I mean, I feel like the NFC is more battle tested. It's been that way all year long. See, even when the Cowboys won last week, it was 24-22.
Yeah.
The Colts beat the Texans by 14. The Chargers and the Ravens game was decided by 6. It got close, but that was because at the end the Chargers had already been up. A couple touchdowns.
Kind of garbage points.
Right off. And then the Eagles versus the Bears in the first round was 16-15. You know what I'm saying? So the NFC all playoff long has been decided by a few points. I feel like that's how this NFC Championship game is going to go, and whoever wins it, no matter what, is going to win the Super Bowl. I feel like both of those teams, they match up well against the Patriots, and like I said, they got those playmakers. They got the playmakers, those guys that can take over the game. Yeah. And the Patriots have a history of allowing people to take over games. Yeah. Especially when it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, they let Matt Ryan take over the Super Bowl game.
Yeah, but you see what happened there. I mean, that was, and that's another.
That's
thing.
what I'm saying, man. You can't count them out.
Can't count them out though.
Fuck them.
Can't count them out. But if we had to put money on something, whoever wins that NFC game, I'm going with the NFC winner for sure, and I think it's going to be the Saints. And if that's the case, it's going to be another good Super Bowl. Either way it goes, we're going to get a good Super Bowl out of the 4 teams.
I'd be more excited to see Breeze and Brady.
Right.
That, and I also would be excited to see Breeze and Mahomes.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
I just don't care for golf.
Well, he's not real flashy.
He's young,
and he doesn't do anything.
Mahomes is too.
Yeah, but Mahomes got that cannon, man.
Yeah.
Like he'll sling the ball.
Golf
all over
does
the place.
too, though.
He does, but he doesn't have.
He's
those
not
big
Mahomes
plays.
with it.
You know what? You know what? Golf doesn't have that Mahomes has. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. You know what I'm saying? To where
I mean, Cooks is pretty fast.
Yeah, but Cooks, you want one person out of the two between Cooks and Tyreek Hill with the ball in space. Who are you picking?
Is this a question?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I mean, Tyreek Hill.
Taking the cheetah.
Yeah, I mean, Tyreek Hill is a animal, man. He's super fast. Like, super fast.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's agile.
I mean, Gronk might be faster than...
Stop. Faster than who?
Tyreek Hill.
The only thing he's beaten Tyreek Hill in as far as a race is to retirement. I'm telling you that. Because, I mean,
he's been struggling.
And Gronk's not even Travis Kelce good.
True. I mean,
not this year.
This year has been all about Kelce. I mean, and Ertz.
Yeah. So I mean,
really those two, and then I feel like I'm missing another tight end.
I mean, there's something. Vance McDonald from Pittsburgh's had a better year than him. So I mean, if you're sitting Gronk as a standard Gronk, I mean, he's not the player he was. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I took him in fantasy this year and have regretted it.
Him too.
Regretted it all year long. You know what I'm saying? And fantasy football is not a measure of how great of a football player you are. I mean, it's somewhat of an indicator.
Right.
But I mean, just from a player standpoint,
it doesn't count toward him blocking and whatnot. You know
I'm
what
saying,
mean?
like, if you look at the playmakers,
just the fact that he's on the field and makes him a threat.
Yeah, so. I think the biggest playmaker they got as far as the Patriots go is their coach. You
don't think Edelman is?
He's solid, but if you take Edelman and you put him on the Chiefs, where does he fall on the depth chart?
It's true.
Where's he at? He's not even as good a receiver as Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
So
damn.
Is he a third option there?
It's another Wes Welker.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And I mean, Wes Welker's not a bad wide receiver. He went on, he did decently. He had some concussions, got out of the league. But
yeah, I
mean that's Julian Edelman without the concussions.
Yeah.
I mean, Wes Welker. It's Bill Belichick plus insert white guy here.
Hogan was all right. With,
insert white guy here. Put him somewhere else, he's nobody.
He was all right with Buffalo.
No, he wasn't. They picked him up off of... Buffalo cut him, and the Patriots picked him up. Didn't even trade for him, right? Most positive that's what happened.
But he had a decent career there, though, didn't he?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Decent careers don't end in cuts, bud. Right?
I mean, Dez Bryant got fucking cut. You gonna tell me that Dez Bryant didn't have a fucking decent career?
Is Dez Bryant with another team right now?
Yeah.
Oh, he's with the Saints.
Yeah, bitch.
And how'd that work out?
No, fuck you. You can't fucking help that.
I mean, Wes Walker's biggest problem was that he had concussions. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a bad receiver, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's not Tyreek Hill to where you put him on any team.
No, 100%.
He's gonna
I'm
flourish.
taking Tyreek Hill over any receiver from Patriots.
Just like we're taking Todd Gurley over any running back.
I'm taking Travis Kelce over any tight end in football.
And we're taking Michael Thomas over any wide receiver that the Patriots got.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's going to come down to the playmakers. The Patriots always win Super Bowls when they can get it within a field goal and make that last-minute field goal or just grind it out. I do not know how they beat the Falcons a couple years ago. That was
annoying.
I mean, I'm not even annoying. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life, as far as football goes. But
that was rigged.
I don't think it was rigged. It's hard to rig live sports.
Fuck that.
But it's bad coaching.
100%.
And I feel like no matter what you do, or who you pick on the NFC side, they got better coaches than Atlanta had that year.
What was it? 24-3 or 21?
28. I think it's 28-3 in the third quarter.
28-3.
28-3 in the third quarter, and they come back and won them.
Wow,
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. No matter what happens, I think it's gonna be an interesting game. And like I said, whoever wins, it's definitely gonna be from the NFC.
Yeah.
Next time coming up, man, we're going to talk about wrestling on the podcast.
Good old wrestling.
Good old wrestling. That WWE, that Undertaker, that Shawn Michaels, that
if you smell
that wrestling. But no, we want to thank you guys for listening again. Let us know in the comments, man, on the video. You know what I'm saying? What you guys want to hear.
Yeah.
We definitely love hearing feedback, what you guys liked about the episode.
Yep.
Let us know if you guys are interested in seeing our faces, because we're talking about getting maybe a visual aspect. Maybe you see what's going on down here. We're in my granny's basement right now. It's a pretty cool setup. Shout out my grandma and grandpa.
Yep.
Love y'all. Thanks for letting us record
100%.
down here. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear. If y'all want to hear, like, get some Chalk Talk merch out. If y'all would be interested in that, or if you just, want to see like a different intro or stuff like that, we're always open to suggestions for stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we want to thank y'all for listening for sure.
And if they want to get their fucking shine box, go ahead and do that.
What is that?
Oh, wow.
What is that?
You kidding me? You never heard of that?
Shine box?
Now go get your fucking shine box.
What does that mean?
I think it's from Goodfellas, the movie.
Maybe.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Motherfucking mutt! You fucking piece of shit!
Yeah. Come on. Let him go.
Henry bought his fucking button at the fake old tough guy.
But no, I want to thank all the viewers, the listeners. You know, we really appreciate it. You know, we really just do this for fun, and it means a lot for some of you guys to, you know, give me feedback. I've had multiple people write me before saying that they enjoy the episodes and, you know, just the way we go about, you know, doing things or whatever. But I really appreciate you guys, and if you could, you know, like I said at the end of every episode, please, if you haven't already, like our Facebook page, like the YouTube channel, or no, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos, you know, leave comments, you know, just give us the attention, man. I'm like a needy girl out here, man. Come on.
Definitely like a needy girl right now.
Come on, give me the attention. I need it. But no, on a serious note, thank you guys, and I think we should call it quits here.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.